Are you thinking of taking a limitless destination cruise with a group of friends? Let me tell you how I got this group of friends together and saved them over $1,250 per cabin. So that's a pretty exciting thing, and let me tell you, I am so excited that I was able to get this amazing price on this amazing limitless destination. Now, many of you know that I just announced that we have got an Alaskan adventure for 2027, but this group of friends was talking all the way into 2028, and that's only one of the secrets into getting this amazing price on a limitless destination cruise. So the way this all started was just a group of friends in a text chain all talking together about places that they really would like to visit. And it came to that this group had actually been in Sydney, Australia several years ago to get on a ship that went other places, but they did not get to go to New Zealand. And New Zealand was on everybody's live list. So this group started talking about how exciting it would be. And you know that you cannot mention something like that to me. This meme sums it all up perfectly. So the minute people start talking about trips, you know I go right into planet mode. That's what I do. So I started looking at different itineraries and things that would be fun. And honestly, I looked at it just as an exercise in, wouldn't this be cool? And then all of a sudden, everybody started talking about, wow, that would be great. And I like this itinerary over this itinerary, and this is why. And we really got into the nitty gritty of it. This all happened in the span of text chain over a couple of hours on a weekend. And I think that this is what happens, is that we all get together and we want to be with our friends and we want to experience these amazing things. And so then we started talking about, could we really make this happen? And so many of us are booked out. We've got trips, we've got family commitments, we've got all of these different things. And so we were saying, you know what, we could never do this in 2027. Everybody had too much going on. What would happen if we put it into 2028? And I haven't even told you where we're going yet. So this Australia-New Zealand itinerary that everybody decided that they really would have loved to have gone on happened to be an 11-day, and it was starting off in Sydney, Australia, and it does a bunch of different ports in Australia, places that people had never been before. One place somebody had been for work but didn't really get to see anything. And then it goes over into New Zealand, and it does a day of scenic cruising through some of the most amazing vistas. Just the pictures itself was awe-inspiring. And then it actually ends in Auckland, New Zealand. So this is not going to be an inexpensive trip. Everybody knows that. It's very expensive. Never mind the time that it takes to do it, but if you can find the time, you know I can find you the right itinerary and the right price. Let's talk about money. So I think a lot of people that sell travel are either screaming from the rooftops what the price of a trip is, or they are absolutely saying, well, you know, let's talk about the itinerary and we'll worry about budget later. And I think those two things need to find some kind of a middle ground. So what I did was, because this was on a weekend and I was not officially working, is I just went to the consumer site and I told everybody what the pricing would be for this kind of a trip. And everybody looked at it and knew it was a lot of money, but they said, you know what? Are we really going to do this? And all of a sudden people said, yes, I want to do this. This is a limitless destination. I want to go and I want to see and experience Australia and New Zealand. But this is how the big money surprise came. So once we got into the conversation a little bit deeper, and I knew that there were at least 4 couples that wanted to go on this trip, I went into my travel advisor system and I saw what the actual price was, because here's something that is absolutely true and I wish that I could change it. And I've said it before, it's kind of like going to a car dealership, is they give you that lead-in price. And the lead-in price might have been a balcony that had an obstructed view, but it doesn't tell you that until you start clicking in and all of a sudden your price goes up. So when I looked at what the actual price was of balconies that we would really like, the price was significantly more than what that consumer price was on the internet. And so I thought that that might just be the end of that trip right there. But it was worth a thought, because one of the things that I can do is I can call in, and if there is group space available, I can create a group, and groups get amazing pricing. So in this particular instance, what it required of me is to get additional cabins beyond those 4 that this group wanted. But by doing that, it saved everybody $1,268 on every cabin. Let me say it again, because I couldn't even believe the deal. $1,268 per cabin. In addition, that allowed you to get some great group amenities that you wouldn't be able to get otherwise. So when I told everybody the price, we have gone ahead and we have booked. But beyond that, I started telling people that I know. I hadn't even advertised it yet. Just telling people the story about, oh my God, you can't believe this amazing price that I just got on an Australia-New Zealand trip. And I actually had somebody who canceled another trip that they were kind of iffy about for 2028. And they have already jumped on because the price and the itinerary are so amazing. So if you have a group of friends and you would like to travel together, but you're seeing a price that maybe is just a little prohibitive, you still need to call me, because investigating costs you nothing. And it could mean saving an amazing amount of money, and it can get you and your friends on a Live It List destination trip. So here's my advice. Grab a group of friends, create a group text, and just start talking about where everybody would like to go. And since we are in 2026, we're halfway through the year, we have got an enormous amount of time to put a small deposit down on a 2027, 2028 trip. Make lots of little payments or save up your money, invest it, make a little bit of interest, and then pay off your trip. It's the planning that really needs to happen early. Everything else will work itself out. So I encourage you, grab those friends together and let me know what your group's interests are, and let me see what I can do for you. That's all that I ask. There's absolutely no commitment. I'm going to drop a link somewhere here for you to schedule a 30-minute consultation with me and tell me what your group is interested in, and then I can do some investigating for you. So Brenda at Adventure Away Travels. Hey, also let me know, would you like a cabin on this itinerary? Let me know. More information is always free. Brenda at AdventureAwayTravels.com. Let's check some items off that Live It list.